What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. SJ Aviation HQ here, welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be checking out the Air China Airbus A350-900 by Aviation400. This is a recently arrived model in my collection, so I have seen the model. It's a very nice model, looking forward to showcasing it for you today. But before we start the review, make sure you've subscribed to the channel if you're new. Done the bell icon next to it so you don't miss out on any future videos. Got a banger of a video coming out soon of a very rare aircraft, a rare model review. You don't want to miss out on that, so make sure you're subscribed and put the notifications on. Also comment below what you think about the model that I'll be showing in a moment, and also like the video, share this to your friends so they can see it themselves. So now starting off the review, I'm going to be reading out the information about the airline, and then reading some information about the aircraft, some basic information, and then a little bit of history regarding the operator. So founded on July the 1st, 1988, Air China is the flag carrier of the People's Republic of China, and is alongside China Eastern Airlines and China Southern Airlines as one of the big three mainland Chinese airlines. Headquartered in Beijing, China, Air China's operations are primarily based in Beijing Capital International Airport, operating to some 201 destinations worldwide. According to planespotters.net, a popular aviation website and flight matrix on the website itself, Air China has a total aircraft fleet of 446 aircraft, including 15 of the Airbus A350-900s, with an additional one soon to be delivered. Air China is a member of the Star Alliance, which it joined on December the 12th, 2007. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and start reading out the information about the aircraft itself. So this aircraft's MSN number, or the manufacturer serial number, is 240. The first flight of this aircraft was on September the 5th, 2018. As of today, this aircraft is 2.7 years old. The test reg of this aircraft was Foxtrot Whiskey Zulu Hotel Kilo. The test reg is for the aircraft is on the aircraft before it's given its official registration, before it's delivered to the airline. This aircraft was built and produced in Toulouse, France, and the airframe is currently active, the airframe being the actual aircraft itself. So a little bit of history about the aircraft. The current registration of the aircraft is Bravo-1081. This aircraft again is an Airbus A350-900, specifically an Airbus A350-941. Again, in recent videos, I've talked about this. The 41 is the Airbus aircraft designated for the wide bodies in terms of those that operate the Rolls-Royce Trent engine. For example, the A330neos, the 800 and the 900, and of course the 1000s of the A350. So it's the 1041 in the aircraft series number. So this aircraft was delivered to Air China on October the 17th, 2018, and is equipped with two Rolls-Royce Trent XWB-84 engines. And lastly, this aircraft was ferried between Toulouse and Beijing via Tianjin between the 18th and 19th of October 2018 on its delivery flight. So with that out of the way, some nice details about the aircraft, about the airline. This delivery on Air China's A350s is actually quite nice in my opinion. It's sort of like putting an old classic livery onto a modern aircraft. Something about that concept actually makes the livery stand out. In my opinion, it's sort of like the Air China livery on the 787 as well. I mean, I have a 787 itself, a -9. So if you want me to review the model and showcase it on the channel, do let me know in the comments below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the box. So here we have a basic box by Aviation400. In the middle here we have the Phoenix emblem of Air China. Here we have Air China written in English and of course Chinese at the bottom. I'm not particularly sure what dialect that is in terms of language. I believe it's Mandarin or yeah, I don't know. Here in the bottom left corner we have the scale of this aircraft. Of course it is in 1:400. Here we have the Airbus A350-900 titles. And here we have the very small logo in the bottom right corner of Aviation400. On the bottom panel we have Air China and the Chinese language. Here we have the aircraft in the middle, sort of like in its cruising pitch. Here we have the aircraft again at 1:400 scale. Here we have the Airbus A350-900 writing there. And here we have the Aviation400 logo and of course the registration Bravo-1081 and the ARC number AV4072 and the barcode next to it. On the right panel we have the Air China logo and we have the scale again and we have the A350-900 writing and some specifications of the aircraft, a top view, side view and front view. Here we have this, it's basically identical to the other side except this side has Bravo-1082. This model that I'm reviewing today did come in like a two set. You either could choose out of 81 or 82. I got 81. Here we have some details regarding the aircraft and the brand itself of Aviation400. So realistic die-cast collectible model, authentic liveries, highly detailed, excellent quality. Like I said in the recent video of the SAS, the SAS Scandinavian A350, I actually really agree with this. And of course the scale in the bottom left corner. And in the middle, in the center right, we have the Air China logo, and this is, of course, is an Airbus A350-900. And on the back, pretty basic. In terms of box, we have the Phoenix emblem, the warning information in various languages, including English, German, French, and Italian, I believe, and Spanish. And here we have some details regarding it being recyclable, I guess. And here we have this the location of where this aircraft was made, and of course it's China. And then we have the colouring of the box, nicely done. In terms of gradient, I am a fan of art that has the usage of gradients. I do use gradients in my livery designs that I put onto Instagram. If you're interested in going ahead and checking that out and showing some support to that account, there is a link in the description below. The second link in the socials. In the socials area, do go ahead and check it out. Would thoroughly like your support. Also, if you want to go check out my my airport account, Astra International Airport, which you can see the airport in the background. First link in the description below, above the link that is about the livery design. So do go and check out those. So with everything read out in terms of the information regarding the airline and the aircraft, let's go ahead and check out the model. And here we have the model itself, the absolutely stunning mold of this aircraft, the Air China Airbus A350-900 and 1:400 scale. Just before we start the showcasing of the aircraft itself, I want to show what came in the box as well. So it came with this little stand here. If you like to put your 1:400 scale aircraft on stands, personally I don't really see why anyone would put a stand underneath a 1:400 scale aircraft. I guess if you're displaying the aircraft, it does make sense, but in my case, I do display my on an airport, or I either keep them in their boxes as well, due to storage wise. So now we're gonna go ahead and dive into the the aspects of this aircraft. I'm going to show you the aircraft left to right, nose to tail. I have my saw pin in my hand, my pointer. So let's go ahead and check out the model. So zooming into the front of the aircraft, here we have the nose cone. Just so you guys know, the staticness of the picture is due to the light in my room, so my apologies there. So here at the pointer we have the nose cone. Behind that we have the angle of attack and also the pitot tubes. Here we have at the end of the pointer we have the window wipers and the cockpit windows, surrounded by the raccoon mask, commonly seen on the A350 nowadays, and on all of the modernized Airbus aircraft, and including the A330neos, and of course the Airbus A320neo family. Sometimes they can be seen on some of the CEOs of the A320 and A321. It really depends on what the airline wants on their aircraft. So yeah, moving on, we have the Star Alliance member, as of course this airline is a member of the Star Alliance, which of course it joined on December the 12th, 2007. Doesn't seem that long ago that Air China joined the Star Alliance. Of course, that's 14 years ago coming up this year. So moving on, at the bottom of the aircraft here below the fuselage we have the nose gear door, which has the numbers 081. Of course, they are the last three digits of the registration, which is Bravo-1081. Below that we have the nose gear itself. Here we have the L1 door. Behind that we have the flag of China. Behind that we have the logo, or the typeface of Air China. Here we have the anti-collision beacon on top of the fuselage. I like the detail that Aviation400 put in their models. As I said in the model review of the British Airways A350-1000, and of course my recent video of the Scandinavian Airlines A350-900, they put a jewel on the as the beacon, so it actually sort of looks like it's popping out of the fuselage. Unlike the other manufacturers, Gemini Jets, Phoenix models, entry models on the bottom of their models, they just sort of put a little little dot on top of the fuselage. In this case, in my opinion, Aviation want to have the lead on top of everyone else in terms of the realism behind when using the beacon light. So I really like the detail that they put on it, and of course, depending on the light in your room, it does look like, and of course the angle that is that it's towards the light, I guess, it looks like it's flashing, which I actually like that realism in the model itself. So behind the beacon light we have the first antenna. Here we have the L2 door, and of course in between the L1 and L2 door we have the cabin windows and the classic blue cheat line of Air China, which continues down the entirety of the aircraft itself, the fuselage that is. Moving behind the L2 door we have, I believe that says Air China in the Chinese language. Like I said, I believe it is Mandarin. I could be wrong, so my apologies if I offended anyone for being wrong. Here we have the antenna, which is the bottom antenna, which is on the forward part of the fuselage. And lastly we have this side's, I believe this is the number 1 engine of the Rolls-Royce XWB-84 engine. And of course XWB does stand for extra wide body, and the extra wide body engines are specifically for the A350s, both variants it is. So moving down, I'm going to be showing you the wing of the aircraft. Here we have this beautiful A350's wing. I do really like how Air China put the Air China typeface on the top of the wing. We don't usually see it nowadays. I do like this detail that Air China put on their wings. Here we have the rear navigation light just here, and next to it we have the two strobe lights. Of course, like I said in my last video, if you're unaware how to identify whether the aircraft flying overhead is an Airbus or a Boeing, look at the lights but at the end of the wing. If they're flashing once, it's an Airbus. If they're flashing twice, if they're flashing once, it's a Boeing. If they're flashing twice, it's an Airbus. My bad there. And here we have the sharklet, which has the Phoenix logo on it. I will show you a better view of the sharklet moving on into the video. So now we're going to be checking out the rear of the aircraft. Here if I turn this around like that, here we have the landing gear. Of course, this has the two bogey tire. I believe it's called the double bogey tire or something, to easily identify it that it is a 900 and not a 1000. Of course, the 1000 has the triple bogey. Here we have the L3 door and the next antenna, which is on top of the aircraft's fuselage. Here we have the SATCOM, the Wi-Fi dome, which that provides the IFE, in-flight entertainment, on board the aircraft. And here we have the next antenna, which is on top of the aircraft. And here we have the registration of the aircraft. Again, we have Bravo-1018. Below the cabin windows, we have the Airbus A350-900 logo face or typeface of the aircraft that is. I believe I did say that here is the L4 door. Moving to the best part of the aircraft. One of my favourite parts of the aircraft, of course, the tail fin. That's where the most colour is. But in terms of this one, we have a white background on the which is realistically known as the vertical stabilizer, which it points up vertically, or known as the tail fin or the tail. And on the tail fin we have the red Phoenix emblem of Air China. On the horizontal stabilizers or the rear wings, we have the logo lights, as you can see just there. We have the leading edge of the horizontal stabilizers, and here we have the APU at the rear of the aircraft. As you can see on the other side of the aircraft itself, if I zoom in for a better view like that, we can see that this aircraft has the registration on the wing. This wing has the registration Bravo-1081, and here we have the Air China Phoenix logo or emblem on the inside of the sharklet. And right, moving the aircraft around, looking at the other side of the aircraft, looking at the differences in terms of what may be different on this side of the aircraft. Like I did with the Scandinavian Airlines, I'm going to show you a close-up view of the aircraft. So here we have this the front of the aircraft. The shape of this nose, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. I mean, it is the best shaped nose of the A350. The copper windows are in the correct position, in my opinion. I do kind of feel like Phoenix sort of make their windows a little bit too thin, in my opinion. Right above the copper windows there, and if you can make that out, that is the emergency escape hatch for the aircraft. Just under here, we have, just at the end of my thumb there, we have the forward cargo compartment or the baggage compartment. Moving down next to the A350-900 titles, there we have the backward cargo compartment or the baggage compartment or the luggage. Here we have a better view of the sharklet, if I can get this to focus. Maybe not. I am moving the aircraft around, so that's pretty difficult to do. Just showing you the inside of the engines. I mean, if I can get it to focus on the engine. There we go. Just like the A350-900 by the Scandinavian, that has the little spiral logo or detail on the spinner of the engine, which I find outrageously fantastic. You know, the detail that the aircraft has may be difficult to see as I'm shaking the model a little bit. It's pretty heavy in like holding it like that. Yep. So now putting the aircraft down so I can focus on the model. There we go. And now I'm going to be showing you the bottom of the aircraft. So here we have on the bottom of the aircraft, here we have a lot of focusing issues today. Sorry guys. Right, here we have the landing gear door just there. Here we have the bottom antenna. Moving down, we have the bottom beacon light in the middle there with the stand hole behind it, and the detailing of the doors for the landing gear. Here we have this side's wing, which has Air China written on it, and here we have this side's wing with the registration, and of course here we have the logo of Aviation400. This little red rectangle here is where the ram air turbine would be located in terms of the ram air turbine, or known as the rat, is that little propeller thing you see sticking out of the bottom of the fuselage when it is in testing mode. Nicely detailed. I think there's some sort of like air vents at the bottom of the aircraft. Moving down here, that's where the baggage compartment is. And here we have the access way of the APU. Now looking at the landing gear, of course, these landing gear are quite better than the one on the Scandinavian Airlines one. These do roll and they do tilt. As you can see, they roll nicely. This one is tilted very nicely. It is quite loose. I do like them like that. And here is the nose gear. Nose wheel sort of rolls when you touch it. It is quite noticeable when you are touching it, and with it does roll. Nice. I like how model companies make the landing gear roll. It of course would be a bit unrealistic if they didn't, because they do spin around when the aircraft's moving. Right. So now that we come to the backward part of the video, I'd like to thank you very much for coming along. So now going into the social media handles, if you want to come along and support me on my Instagram pages, the airport account, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and also the delivery account. The links are in the description below. What I do on the airport account is I showcase my models on my airport, which you can see in the background. I host live streams of unboxings and the announcements of the releases by Gemini Jets, NG models, etc. I put up polls on my story feeds, so the supporters that support me on Instagram can have their say about what models they want me to show on the airport. I also basically just I showcase everything in terms of my airport and the model collection I have. If you want to come along and join a Discord server all about aviation, the Global Aviation Alliance, we talk all about aviation, the avionics behind the aircraft, all the technical parts. We talk about the deliveries of aircraft. We talk about model aircraft. We talk about the delivery of aircraft, the liveries, what our favourite airlines are, all our travel experiences. If you want to come along and join a great bunch of avgeeks, comment below if you want to come along and join, and then I'll pass it along to one of the 4 admins so your application process can be processed. Soon to come on in terms of socials. I am soon to launch a Patreon account for my brand, the ASJ brand of this channel, and also my Instagram page. So do look out for that. And also I'm working on a website for my airport. Slowly but surely get into the launching stage of that. Very excited to do so. So now that we've come to the end of the review, I'd like to once again thank you very much for coming along and watching this video. So subscribe if you're new, didn't let bell icons but sign up so you don't miss out on any future videos. Like the model review I have coming next of the very rare aircraft in my collection. Also, like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment below what you liked about the video, if you've ever flown on Air China, if you have the model itself, what you think about the mold, etc. Yeah. So on the left hand side we have the last model review that I did of the Scandinavian Airlines A350-900. On the right hand side is the full playlist of model reviews that I've done on the channel. In the middle is where you subscribe. But until next time, fly safe, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.